Notification of Roam Live.
That's from you.
Oh. Hey guys, good morning. We'll
What
get a
is up,
second
world?
world. What's our phrase this week? Say it.
What? What
What's
phrase?
our that we've had little guy saying?
Oh, what it do, baby?
So our 5-year-old nephew came home with I went to his birthday party on Sunday and he came home with me from Kansas City. He's staying with us for the week. So if you hear any weird noises in the background that sound like a small child and you know we don't have kids, that is it. There's no ghost children in my office. He's sitting off to the side on his tablet so we can go live for you guys. So it's fun. He's at the age where he's like a yak back. He says everything that we say, and he picked up on that phrase because Jason says it all the time. What it do, baby? And so
Who
now he,
remembers yak backs, first off?
oh, come on now. Don't make us feel old.
Well, we're
Anyway,
not that old.
so that's our fun this week. We have a super, super quick, easy tip. So many times when we're trying to come up with content for you guys for these videos, we're trying to think of like earth shattering things. But the reality of it is, when it comes to SEO and your online presence, there isn't one key that unlocks it all. It's all of these little things that add up. And we love the fact that all of these things are little easy things. You just have to take a couple minutes each week to do them, and it massively pays off for your business. So, what we have today is a quick, easy tip. It's something we've never talked about before because it's super overlooked, right? In our world, this is just a day to day thing. But for you guys, this could have a real impact on your SEO. Google loves it, prospects love it. It just looks great for your brand and your reputation. So, we've got a great little GBP tip for you guys today. So, do you want to talk to them about that first? And then we'll announce our press release winner at the end and give them next week's action item. Actually, you know what? It's been a while since we've done our spiel. For those of you that are jumping on and don't know what this is,
Whoa.
well, we don't know. We don't know what it is either. We don't even have a name for this thing, but we go live every Wednesday for you guys and give you a quick tip to move your business forward. It's a quick, easy little action item. Nothing too difficult. We usually show you how to do it. If you complete the action item that week and comment that it's been done, you're entered to win a press release. We give away a professionally written syndicated press release every week, which helps you with your SEO. It builds your online credibility, helps you with your rankings, etc. So anyway, if you're new popping on for the first time, I'm Danny. This is Jason, and this is what we do. All right, so tell them about the GBP tip and what we're learning about this week.
Okay. So yeah, like Danny said, this isn't anything super duper groundbreaking, but it is super important. Has to obviously do with your Google My Business, your Google Business Profile, which is single-handedly the most important web property, I guess you could call it, other than your website. Because when someone does a search for your business, it is what pulls up first. And it is huge on the screen as well with the knowledge graph. For example, so you know what I'm talking about here. Let's just share the screen, of course. So when you do a search for like our business, over here on the right-hand side, you have this giant, it's called a knowledge panel or knowledge graph. And this is all fed from your Google My Business. Okay. And super important. You want this all filled out. We've talked about this countless times before, but there is a feature inside of the GBP that we have never spoke about before. Okay. And I think it's overlooked quite a bit because you can't find it in the back end of the Google Business Profile. Okay. You have to actually edit it on the front end. Okay. And if you scroll on down here, okay, that is the questions and answers. Okay. So first off, Google loves questions and answers. Okay. A lot of your Google searches that you do for like really basic stuff. Oh, I just clicked on something there. A lot of those searches that you might do will pop up a what the people ask type thing, and you kind of click through the questions right there in the search, and you look through stuff, right? So Google loves it. Okay, so the question is, how do you get these questions and answers? And basically you do not have to have other people ask these questions. Okay, you can ask them yourself, and it's perfectly fine. Just like on your website, okay, you have FAQs on your website. Okay, this is no different than that. You want FAQs on your Google My Business. Okay, so it's very, very simple. You're going to be logged into your Google account. You're going to sign into your Google My Business. So go to google.com/business. And then you're going to select the company, obviously your company. And most of you will be on the back end, and it'll look something like this, right? Where you see all these different items over here, like your post, your info, insights, reviews, all that stuff. Now, your questions and answers, okay, are not back here. Okay, you have to do it on the front end. So what you want to do is go over to the info tab, and you're going to click view on search. When you do that, obviously you are logged in here. It says this is your business on Google, and you have your knowledge graph pulled up. You should see something like this. You manage this business profile because you are signed in. Okay. So it's very simple. All you do is scroll on down here and you start asking yourself the question. Okay. So be the first to ask a question, and then it is going to post as you, but that is perfectly fine, guys. It does not have to be from somebody else. Okay. Google just wants you to do this. Okay. And only on mobile does it actually show who asked the question. It doesn't show you on desktop for some reason. So simply put, you just ask a question, and I will show this to you at the end, or you guys can pause this on the replay or whatever. But here are some common questions, right? But you can grab these, and actually, let me just do one real quick, because let's grab an easy one. We'll just grab this one down here. So I'll show you the process. So
Guys, when you're thinking of these questions, if you get stumped, you can do one of two things. You can either look at the Carrot FAQs page that comes with your site to get a little bit of inspiration, but think like your consumer, think like your prospect or your target audience. It might be slightly different for everybody's market if properties that you see tend to have different types of damages or different types of financial situations. So make sure that you cater these and make them something that your consumer, your ideal prospect would possibly ask. Make it relatable to those folks.
correct.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Jay. Sorry.
no, you're fine. Yeah, these questions, don't overthink them. Just think of the questions that you get on phone calls and you get in emails every single day from sellers. Okay, just your basic stuff, right? So this question here is super basic. Do you buy houses that have been inherited? So when we do this, when we start typing it in, Google is going to try to find, based on this is pulling your reviews of this business, and it's searching through everything to see if there's already an answer in the reviews, which first off should tell you that the content in the reviews matters. Okay, Google crawls all of that. They look at those keywords, they look at the content that's being talked about in the reviews, they look at the same stuff in the questions. Okay, it all matters. That's why we preach, when you get a Google review, respond to every single review with good stuff, with a good bit of content. Drop some keywords in there. Google crawls all of that and associates it to your brand. Okay, so when we do this and we hit post, it's going to say your question was posted to the community. Okay, we're going to hit done here. All right, and then that question is posted. And I believe, let me go back here real quick. I believe it's on the home page. Now I'm forgetting. But now, because you're still signed in, of course. Let's see, where did it go? Or maybe it's back on here. Now I'm forgetting. I just did this last night.
This is one of those things that you do so fast all day, every day, that when you actually take a minute to show someone and try to explain it, you go, what do I even click? I'm
Right.
guilty of that all the time.
Okay. Yeah. So you stay on the front. So all you need to do is refresh it. So I refreshed it, and now it says there's a question in here. Do you buy houses that have been inherited? That's the question I just asked. And then we're going to hit answer here. And then we can simply respond to the question, right? And it's just as simple as that. Respond to the question, answer it, put in a good bit of content. Don't just say yes, okay? Because obviously, yes, you buy inherited houses, but write something out. Write out a good answer that is going to sell them on contacting you, right? You can even drop in, I believe you can drop in like your phone numbers, or just tell them to go to your website to fill out the form, whatever. You can do all of that on here, but just ask yourself questions, and do a bunch, do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, however many questions that you can come up with. The more, the better. There cannot be enough questions because people want to read through these. Okay. And all of those questions, Google crawls and they associate it with your brand. Okay. And it's
Guys,
just
remember this.
more engagement.
Remember this. Google is a search engine. And what we know about Google's last update is they're wanting helpful information. So if you look at your GBP, what do you think Google is going to identify the quickest as helpful information? Questions being answered. It's so basic, but it's so like foundational to what Google is. So you're feeding this straight into them. The more questions you have, the more answers you're providing. Google immediately goes, this is helpful information, and puts value behind that.
Correct. Yeah, it's all about user experience. I mean, that's why people. I mean, that's who ranks, is websites that provide a better user experience. Okay, I mean, there's other factors involved, but user experience is huge. Okay, and this is a perfect example of it. Questions and answers. It gets no simpler than that. So I believe, Danielle, that's the action item this week.
Yep. So
Is
your action item, go ahead and you can tell them.
No, I was just going to say, just go to your GBP and ask yourself and answer 5 questions. Okay. If you could do more, do more. Okay. This isn't tough. In a matter of a couple minutes, I popped out these questions right off the top of my head.
Will you
I
copy and
see
paste those in the comments for them?
Yeah. Or if you're watching this on a replay, just pause it. Try not to write them out exactly. Okay. Change
You
up the
don't
words
want
a
to
little
all
bit.
look the same. Hey, Jace, some folks might ask, when it comes to asking these questions, is it helpful or harmful pertaining to keyword stuffing to add your city or any specific things in there? Like, can you ask yourself, do you buy ugly houses in St. Charles? Do you buy
Yes.
ugly houses in Winsfield? Do you buy ugly houses in Lincoln County? Talking about our local market. But can you ask yourself geo-related questions, or does that get too keyword
Absolutely.
stuffy?
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, don't make it like super
Spammy.
spammy and obvious, right? But look at the questions I have here as an example. So, and I've put keywords in here. So, do you only buy ugly houses? Okay. Buy ugly houses is a keyword. Okay. What's the difference in selling my house to you versus listing with the realtor? That's a very common question, but you have selling my house, right? That's a keyword right there. All right. And right here, this is an example of putting an exact keyword in here, but it works. So there are lots of we buy houses and then drop your city companies. How are you different? Okay. So that's a great example right there of how to put an exact keyword in your questions. Okay. Same thing right here. I need to sell my house fast for cash in city. How can I best contact you? All right. That's another example of an exact keyword that you can drop in there easily. All right. And then just some more basic ones. Is there an obligation after a request? Cash offer on my house. That's a keyword, right? And then you can get very specific with different situations. Do you buy houses that are inherited? I have tax liens on my property. Can you still buy it? You can start talking about divorce and probate and job relocation and unwanted rentals. You can do whatever you want. Okay, because these are all common questions that you get, so it makes sense to have them on your GBP. Okay, so yeah, you can absolutely drop in your keywords, drop in your locations. Do you buy houses in Lincoln County or whatever county you're in, or blah blah blah? You can drop,
especially for some of you guys who your name is like your city, like say for us, St. Charles County house buyers. If our name is specific to a certain city, but we actually cover a more broad territory, that's a really valid question that maybe people just don't even reach out to you because they don't realize that you go outside of Riley home buyers or Detroit home buyers or whatever it is. So put that information in there. See if you catch more leads out of that too.
right. And that's an easy way to drop in like all of your cities for association. So you could put like, have a question be, do you only buy houses in St. Charles County? Right. So you could do a question like that, and then you could go on there and answer it and be like, we buy houses in Winsville, St. Charles, St. Peters, O'Fallon, Lake St. Louis, and also houses in Warren County and Warrenton and Wright City and blah, 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 blah. And you can just list out all of those, and it's not spammy at all because you're just answering the question. Okay.
Jason, when you're writing answers, can you provide them with links? Does it allow you to link it to a certain page or no?
I don't believe so.
Okay. That would make sense because I don't know.
But someone should try it.
Like if someone asked, do you only buy houses in St. Charles County? And you say, no, we buy them in blah, 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 blah. But here's more info with a link.
I don't know if it allows a link. I'm not sure.
All right. We'll have to test that and get back to you guys. Do you want to catch up on comments that we have in the chat roll? Sorry for the sneezes, guys. Little guy over here has some allergies going on if you're wondering what the random sneezes are.
Yeah, so hold on, let me put this on the screen here. Yeah, so Brian said a good tip I got was to use the people also ask in the Google search when searching for our niche. I was able to pull up 13 I used for my FAQ page. Yes, that is huge. There's websites out there. There people also ask. There's another one out there where you can put in like your keywords and it's going to show you all the different questions that people are asking. So you can use tools like that, or you can just grab some off the Carrot site or grab these that I have on the screen. Well, they're not on the screen anymore.
We'll drop them in the comments for you guys. That way you have them. Just make sure you modify them just a little bit so that you aren't all having the exact same questions on your GBPs.
Yeah, that's all the questions I have in here.
Perfect. Answerthepublic.com. Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I think that was it. Let me pull it up, actually. Yeah, because there's a few of them.
That's a great idea.
But they're really cool because it spiders out and finds all the different questions that people that might be asking. So let's see here. Yeah, so this is answerthepublic.com, and we can type in like we buy houses Dallas or something. Oops, I'm in United Kingdom. I don't know if it'll work. It probably won't work, but we'll find out. But yeah, what it does, you get the idea here though. You want to change it to USA, but you can see it just pops out all these different questions of where this is more of like when someone's trying to buy a house, where to buy houses in Dallas area, where to buy houses in Dallas, where to buy houses near me.
So it's basing off of that buy keyword in there, a lot of it. So make sure you do both. Do buy keywords, sell keywords. So that way you make sure you're getting
Correct.
relevant content for whoever
Yeah.
your target client is.
Yeah, Answer the Public's a really, really good tool. It gives you a lot of good ideas that you may have never even thought about before.
Yep.
Let's see if that fixes it real quick. But there's even some other tools out here that do kind of the same thing as well.
Will you drop them a link? Oh no, you did already. I'm still on my first cup of coffee, you guys. You notice I'm a little extra chill this morning.
Okay, here we go. So now that we have it on US, it gives you a little bit more data, different questions that people might be asking. And I believe even Keywords Everywhere does this too. So
cool.
Yeah, how to sell a house for cash in Texas. Does Zillow buy houses for cash? We buy ugly houses, Dallas, Texas. So lots of different things that you can do. So yeah, that's your action item though. Go to your GBP, ask 5 questions, answer them. Do even more if you can, because the more the better.
When you complete that step, go ahead and drop a comment below, or even better, drop a link to your GBP. We would love to see what questions you came up with, because sometimes you guys give us brilliant ideas too, and you all feed off of each other. So make sure you drop it below once you've completed that action item. That'll enter you to win next week's press release that we're giving away. So speaking of press release giveaways, do you want to go ahead and announce with your cool guy banner our winner this week for completing the action item last week?
Yep, that winner would be Mr. Ryan Hawker of H3 Home Buyers. So congratulations, Ryan. You win the press release.
Awesome. Ryan, I will message you a link so I can collect some of your business info. That way, when we're ordering this press release, we have all your information accurately represented online. Again, for those watching that missed the intro, every week we give away a press release. As nerds in SEO, we feel like press releases are one of the greatest ways to move your business forward. So it's a professionally written article about your business that gets syndicated out to hundreds of the top news sites. Jason talked a little bit about that last week as far as an update with syndication process. They're on even bigger names and affiliate networks with NBC, CBS, Fox, etc. So they provide some really awesome power when it comes to building online credibility for your site. So we give one of those away every week. In order to be entered, you just complete the easy action item and then comment that you've done it. The funny thing is we've been doing this for like 9 weeks now, and a couple people have won more than one press release. A couple people have won review widgets for free that we're actually installing today on your sites. If you were one of those winners, we've got those built and ready for install. Just by being in a free Facebook group and winning free press releases and free cool tools, these people are moving their business forward for free, and they're going to start dominating their local market. I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, congrats, Ryan Hawker. I'm rambling at this point. Congrats, Ryan. We are pumped. I will message you here in just a bit. And if you guys add those 5 questions and answers to your GBP, drop a comment below. We'll get you entered for next week. As always, if you have questions or get stuck, do not use that as an excuse not to move your business forward. Jason is hands down the master when it comes to answering your guys' questions, getting you the tools and resources that you need. So ask questions. Like, we're here to help.
Yes, and I will post those questions in the comments. But once again, don't just copy and paste them. Change them up. Put on your little, yourself to them, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know the word. Can't think of the word. But and remember, answer them fully. Give a nice answer. Don't just say yes, no, whatever. More content, the better.
Yes. All right, guys. That's it. We'll see you guys next week.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.